What's up, YouTube Revolution? ZombfectedGaming 349 at your fingertips. So today is going to be a Dying Light 2 type of news type of video, and I'm actually going to read this article that came from Game Rant. This article says early 2023 might be the most important time period for Dying Light 2 because, you know, competition is on the horizon and it's all hands on deck for Techland. Techland needs to hurry this up. They need to make some good content before that game comes out. It's April of 2023 that Dead Island 2 is coming and stuff, and I think Dying Light 2 should make some really great good content and stuff before that time comes. I understand that there are bugs and glitches that are still needing to be patched for Dying Light 2, but seriously guys, Dying Light 2 could be in trouble, guys, and I hope it's not in trouble because this is a game that I enjoy so much and stuff. I don't want this Dying Light 2 to be completely destroyed and stuff. I don't think it will get destroyed. I'm just saying maybe it could be a little bit in trouble, but it's a parkour game and stuff. Dead Island 2 is not a full-on parkour game. It's gonna be a goofy, Dead Rising-esque type of zombie apocalypse game and stuff, set in LA, of course. It's gonna kind of look almost like as if GTA 5 had an undead nightmare and stuff, like Red Dead Redemption and stuff. And of course, obviously, it's gonna be more goofy and stuff, and you know, a little bit more cringy and stuff, as you could say. But Dying Light 2 is fast approaching its birthday, and Techland should really pull out all the stops before Dead Island 2 releases later in the year. All right, and so it says this. Popularized by Fortnite, the live service model has become increasingly prevalent in the gaming industry. For free-to-play titles like Fortnite, Call of Duty, Warzone, and Apex Legends. This live service approach is actually a blessing, bringing new consistent waves of new content to fans for years. But as is always the case in the gaming world, there are some that take advantage of this system. Thankfully, Dying Light 2 is not one of those, because, you know, I guess too many games try to, you know, take advantage of the whole live service thing and stuff. And when it comes to live service games are good and stuff, like with all the content and all that stuff that they pump out and stuff, but the problem is sometimes is they just become this cash grab and stuff all the time, like extremely overpriced cosmetic DLCs, all that stuff like that, and sometimes no like heart and soul gets put in. It's just all about the money and stuff. But with Dying Light 2, at least as of, you know, the recent year, of course, with 2022, most of the DLCs have been free for the most part, so in a way it feels like a live service game. But most of the stuff is free, which is nice. All right, so it says this. Releasing almost a year ago, Dying Light 2 gives players another huge open world to explore, with plenty of zombies to parkour over and smash to bits, with makeshift weapons. Just before Dying Light 2 released, developer Techland stated that it would support the game for the next 5 years, adopting live service elements to keep fans engaged for the long haul. For the most part, this has worked pretty well for Dying Light 2, with fans getting new sets of missions, new loot, and new cosmetics on a fairly regular basis. But to keep those fans, Dying Light 2 needs to pull out all the stops during the early 2023 period, meaning as in, you know, bring something really, really good within, you know, we're ending January. January is almost over. Dying Light 2 has not come out with any update as of this month. We're going into February. February 4th is the 1-year anniversary to Dying Light 2. That day needs to bring a big update, seriously. We need a big update on the 1-year anniversary, as I will actually be streaming the 1-year anniversary on that day and stuff. I'm also streaming the Dying Light 1 8-year anniversary coming up on January 27th, which is this coming Friday, which is about a couple days from now. This day is almost over, so you could say about one more day, of course, but yeah. Dying Light 2 should go hard before Dead Island 2 releases, as you can see right there. Over the last 11 months, Dying Light 2 has an impressive number of free updates, beginning with simple cosmetic packs just a few weeks after release. It was clear Techland was determined to fulfill its 5-year promise. As 2022 continued, the updates got increasingly bigger in scale, ranging from a new side quest to new infected types to new parkour challenges. Toward the end of 2022, Dying Light 2 added its biggest free update yet, which is of course talking about Chapter 2, of course, with Shen Shu. That update was pretty good. I gotta say, I think that was the best chapter that they came out. So yeah, introducing a new currency system and implementing the core live service elements that are still being used today, with players being able to accept bounties and specific missions for exclusive loot. Yes, yeah, so exactly, I was talking about that and stuff. Chapter 3 I did hear is going to be larger in scale. I did talk about Chapter 3 about last month, actually around Christmas time, saying that it could be coming out in this month in January, and so far it looks like we haven't got that yet. And I'm guessing Techland is trying their best to make sure a bunch of bugs are patched first before they release this, because you know, a bunch of bugs actually did end up coming back, of course, with the fog glitch in Dying Light 2. But yeah, anyways, but with competition on the horizon, it's time for Dying Light 2 to really step up its game. While these free updates have been a neat excuse to return to the game for a few hours every month or so, they aren't really drawing in big crowds. It's time for Techland to release some meatier expansions. Back in November 2022, Dying Light 2 received its first story DLC titled Bloody Ties. I'm sorry, but that's police in the background and stuff. I don't care, but I'm not editing that out. Unfortunately, Bloody Ties failed to live up to the expectations with critics, expressing that it felt more like an overstretched side quest than a full expansion. To keep fans on board, Dying Light 2 needs to really up its output in these next few months, while it's still the #1 zombie game around. The long-awaited Dead Island 2 is finally set to release in April 2023. While both games have some clear differences, their rivalry has become one of the biggest in the modern gaming landscape. And Dying Light 2 simply can't lose the battle to the newcomer. The general gaming public is pretty skeptical of Dead Island 2 at the moment, and rightfully so. After being announced all the way back in 2014, it seems as though Dead Island 2 has been put through the ringer a bit, and gamers are skeptical of the final product. Gamers are unsure if Dead Island 2 can actually provide any innovations in the zombie genre, or if it's just going to feel like an outdated hack and slash title with modern day graphics. Alright, so yeah, this Game Rant article and stuff I read was actually like the stuff I was basically talking about at the end of 2022, talking about how Dying Light 2 needs content, good content to come out and stuff. The next, I think, big expansion to Dying Light 2 that's going to be coming is actually going to be Dying Light 2 Blood Diamonds, and that's supposed to be a water-based story expansion that's set on the outside of Villador that has a lot of stuff to do with those THV crystals and stuff, and so that should be an interesting DLC. But apparently it's actually set before the events of when Aiden Caldwell fights Waltz, of course, and so you know, it's not quite. We're not quite there yet to the part of where Aiden leaves Villador, because you know that was pretty much left off on a cliffhanger, and I really do want to see what's outside of Villador. But anyways, that's it for this Dying Light 2 news video. And if you're a Dying Light fan, consider subscribing to the channel and ding that bell icon really hard so I can always stay within fast reach of your fingertips when new uploads arrive. ZombfectedGaming 349 over and out.